Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hey, did you guys see the intro already? You saw the intro already, right? Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. They saw the intro. Alright, you know what we're getting into? Welcome to the Waifus of Gaming. There is an instance with us and female video game characters. That instance is that we get romantically attached to them, which as a result we have a crush on them. This instance is part of a phenomenon that spreaded from anime. It is called waifuism, and the term for a romantically attached female character is called a waifu. We all have our video game waifus, and this series celebrates it. Welcome to the Waifus of Gaming. Hello, welcome to the Waifus of Gaming, where we celebrate waifus from left and right. Yes, that's right. Video game waifus, because waifus of gaming and all. Okay, whatever. However, what we will go ahead and talk about is Tekken waifus once again. And of course, we're going to be taking a look at Tekken 7's newcomer as part of the base roster, Josie Rizal. According to the story mode, Josie Rizal is essentially a model and of course a professional kickboxer. However, she does these two jobs to pretty much make sure she gains the financial abilities to support her family. In terms of personality, alright, now, the lore pretty much provided evidence that she is definitely loyal and kind-hearted, alright? Now, as evident on her intro and victory sequences, Josie is essentially kind of like, it's sort of like nervous and awkward. So, yeah, it is like a very, I'm kind of getting the impression that she is pretty much awkward. I wouldn't say socially awkward. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't no mental health professional, but, however, I could pretty much tell that she has anxiety. And, of course, when you're trying to work with two big jobs, like being a model and a professional kickboxer at the same time, it can be pretty much nerves, and then you have to add in the training for your kickboxing career from left and right. However, she is pretty much loyal, kind-hearted, and I guess we could say awkward. However, if we are to basically talk about her fighting style, and of course being a professional kickboxer, however, what I do want to go ahead and say that, oh yes, she is basically fast and furious, and of course really hyperactive and very energetic and all over the place. And, yeah, so being a professional kickboxer, that's something that's going to wind up happening. Alright, now there is one, oh yes, that just absolutely, because I just said something that reminded myself. In terms of personality, she also has the idea of being energetic alongside being the awkward and kind-hearted and loyal. However, I did find defensive maneuvers on her move list. Actually, I accidentally ran into a reversal with Josie Rizal, which is something very interesting. I was like sitting around here, whoa, I didn't know how I activated that. But however, because I activated it, it saved my butt in some cases. In terms of her fighting technique, Josie Rizal can essentially, fly like a bird. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that in terms of her kickboxing technique, she can be pretty much, doing well and excel well in terms of agility. However, when it comes to her damage output being a kickboxer, if you're kind of barraging people with combos from left and right, it is something good. But, however, she does have some moderate damage in some of her moves. And there's going to be some pseudo-devastating moves from her, considering her super that involves her launching her opponent in the air, and then basically, instead of just uppercutting, just basically kind of like punch down the victim down to the ground. So literally kind of like a ground pound from midair, except she's in midair still while you're just flying straight to the fucking ground. Basically, she's just your regular kickboxer fighter. Okay, now here's the thing. Josie has two jobs. Okay? She has her career as a professional kickboxer, but she also has her career in being a model. And you know what that means. We're going to be taking a look at her physical appeal or her appearance. Now, if we're taking a look at Josie, I have screenshots of her up because I took screenshots of her. Anyway, with that totally said, she has essentially short hair. However, when it comes to her regular outfit, she wears like a yellow fancy top, like with pretty much long and loose sleeves at the same time. And she also wears like it's kind of like a combination of a skirt slash spats. So it's something like that in a nutshell. And yeah, she does have like jewelry, like jewelry on her neck. She does have like a fancy little collar on her. And also she does wear sandals to pretty much show off her feet. Of course, if you get off on feet, it is crazy. And yes, she does top her hair off with a bow. So, yeah. Also, there is a variation where she does wear her default dress, but however, the top is pretty much taken off, and what you do see is essentially like a bikini top. So, it just takes the top off, and it just shows, yes, she wears like a red bikini top. However, what I do want to go ahead and step on over is essentially we're going to be kind of like analyzing the entire body. Now, with that totally said, now in terms of the top area, it is pretty great. And of course, she does have booba. And really, if you kind of look at her, I'm looking at her arms, the shoulders, and pretty much the chest. It is pretty much built up. So, yeah, it is fantastic. Now, keep in mind that she is pretty much carrying an athletic body, or let's say an athletic slash elegant figure. So that totally said, when it comes to her top, okay, it's pretty good. The bust is good. When it comes to the midriff, we are looking at some really interesting looking midriff. Good midriff, really good. Fantastic dinner plate quality. And also, if we're looking at the thighs, they're not, I can't say they're not thick. All right. They're essentially they're lap pillow quality thighs. Let's say at that. Lap pillow quality thighs. However, she does have cuteness and she does have beauty at the same time. So, however, with that totally said, she looks great. She looks great. Now, one thing to say for certain, she is cute, and I do like her a lot compared to any other Tekken fighter, alongside Eliza. However, she is a cutie, and she does kick ass. However, I do want to think of one of her rivals. Oh yeah, Xiaoyu. Now we have Xiaoyu, Lily, and Anna Williams. Those are some 3 waifus, but however, if we're talking about who she provides a fierce competition to, I would totally say something along the lines of Xiaoyu. Josie is a great newly introduced waifu in the Tekken scene, and with that totally said, I hope Tekken 8 is around the corner, so that way we can get more of her storyline. However, if we're going to be talking about, because I'm going to go back to other characters she might be competition to, I do want to go ahead from another game. Hitomi would be a hell of a rival for Josie Rizal. That's one thing we can totally say at that. Josie Rizal is essentially kind of like the combination of the awkward, shy GF mixed with the energetic, athletic GF. And then you have the Super Sonico style stuff where she's working with 2 jobs, being a model and then being a kickboxer. And when we take a look at Super Sonico, who I kind of just compared to now, Sonico is essentially like the mascot to Nitro Plus, and she has her own game, and she has appeared in any other Nitro Plus games, especially Nitro Blasters. However, we're looking at Super Sonico, who is like a college student, a model, but also a member of a rock band. So you're kind of working with 3 jobs. So Super Sonico would be definitely like a perfect rival for Josie Rizal, especially when it comes to Sonico's shy, awkward, and kind-hearted personality. All right, much like Josie Rizal of Tekken fame, which we're talking about right now. But however, she's loyal, ready to provide for her family. Also, she's working with 2 jobs, and of course, she's very high and energetic, and also she has that shy awkward GF vibes. However, that's just gonna be about, like, summing up Josie Rizal in pretty much a nutshell. However, with that totally said, Josie Rizal is essentially like a great addition to the Tekken 7 roster, especially the base roster, which is really great. And I played as her a lot. I do play her a lot, and I have a good time with her a lot. And yeah, it's fantastic. So that totally said, we'll talk about more. We'll talk about more Tekken waifus. All right, just give me more time, and I think. I also did went ahead and say, yeah, we need to do more waifus of gaming. Especially in whatever format. This experimental format or the other format where I kind of talk in front of a camera. It is what it is. But hey, that's going to do it for you guys. And that totally said, that is all. I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out!
This is nothing but a video product made by a fellow gamer man. Ayo!